Hello, my people. How you doing? Hope you're doing great. You're welcome back to my channel. Now, I want to congratulate those who made it, okay, in the autumn joint application. Entrance exam results are out. Remember, if you pass all the sections, that's when we'll be talking about cutoff score. So if you fail one section, forget about it. There is no way out. Okay, so today I just want to talk especially to those who are planning to move to Finland in August 2025. You know, when COVID came in 2020, and people that were traveling, or if you're starting a program and stuff like that, you were termed like, the COVID 20, the quarantine team or something like that. I would say it's the same for those of you that are planning to move to Finland in August 2025. Why? There've been discussions about new laws, updates, and so much more. But they are going into effect. So you guys are gonna be the first one to try out this law. Okay? So that is why I want to talk to you guys. I want to give my honest opinion as someone that has lived here for 10 years, someone that has studied here, someone that has been involved in the education field. So, my honest opinion based on my experience and that of other immigrants, educated immigrants, like highly educated immigrants, okay? And those experiences of students that just moved here. Remember, I've been on this channel for like since 2021, and I have a lot of students that have moved here through me. Through me, in the sense that they got to know about Finland, they got to know about the application and stuff like that. They've been on my channel. Some of them are still here on this channel, even though they are already in Finland. Okay. I was talking to one of them. She's a PhD. She's doing her PhD here in University of Helsinki, and we're talking about some of the challenges and some of the stuff that are going on. And I thought it wise to bring it to you guys because when I talk about these things, it seems like she's just talking. And sometimes I wonder, why would I want to talk about something that will not attract people? Because who know like better thing. I also like it when I get views, I get subscribers and all whatnot, but I'm a child of God. All right, so there have been talks about change in the number of years of citizenship, and it has been implemented. There have been conversation and discussions about increase in your the amount of money that you're supposed to have to show as proof of funds before you move here, be it for students or if you're you want to bring your family members, like family ties. It has been implemented. There have been talks about implementing application fee. It has been implemented. There have been talks about employment and deportation, like the 3 months rule. It's going there. And so there have been these rules, and 90% of them are already in effect. Okay, so which means if you are applying this January, coming January or December to move here next year, obviously you are coming as the new ones that are starting this rule. Right up to September that we are talking about, September was just last 2 months. Students could apply without application fee. So if you are applying from this application period, so some universities they are open already in December. Majority is in early January. So you're gonna pay application fee. All right. So the first thing I want you to note why searching or planning or preparing to move here, that's in Finland, is for you to check your status. Marital status, do you have kids or not? That's the first thing. Why is it important? Especially to my African people, are we communicating? If you are moving as a family, it's more challenging when you're moving as an individual. And also, if you have family back home, for example, you are a man and then you're moving alone and you have family to take care of, you have to be very careful, because it's not as if you're moving here and after 2, 3 months, you get a job. It's not possible. I'm in contact with some of the students that have just arrived or that arrived since August. Some of them are yet to get a job. Some of them are like, Ma, can you, like, I send the links. If I see a job, I send. So I know what I'm talking about. So if you have family that are like, they are depending on you, okay? If you're from a family, well-to-do family, your wife is working, they can manage without you for a year, then you're good to go. So married or unmarried is very important. With kids or without kids, very important. The second thing that I want you to note is the fees. That's your financial capability. That's very, very important. We have bachelor programs with 9,000 euros per year. So if you are doing a bachelor program for 3.5 years, do the math. Per year is 9,000 euros. Okay? This is something you can sort out, especially for those of you moving as master's students. I've realized that universities, like the one in University of Uvascular that I talked about last week, you have very, very good scholarship that you can pay 4,000 or 4,500 or 5,000 euros per year, which is really affordable in this current Finland. You understand? So you should try to do your research and make sure that you only apply to universities that have like affordable fees. Now we've passed that stage. I used to encourage you guys, just apply, because you don't know the one you don't know the university that will admit you. Just apply. We can't do that now. Why? Because money is involved. You are paying application fee, so you cannot just apply anyhow. So you can't go to University of Helsinki and you pay 75 euros, and then you go to University of Oulu and you pay 75 euros, and then you go to no. Then you are going to spend like 500 euros alone for application fee, and it's non-refundable. But if you're applying for a bachelor's program, obviously you do the joint application or master's degree from University of Applied Science is joint application where you'll be able to apply for up to 6 programs. That, I would say, something you can consider. But the fees, that's what I'm talking about. So make sure you weigh your options. Make sure you have the right university program and fees that will enable you to actually pursue this program when you get the admission. So you don't just want to waste 75 euros and when you get the admission, you're like, oh, it's so expensive, I can't go. All right. So I've talked about your status, married or unmarried, kids or kids. I've talked about financial capability. And now the next thing I want to talk about is your field of education. What are your career pursuits? That is very important in today's Finland. Why? There are some jobs or there are some career paths that are near impossible in today's Finland if you're an immigrant. There are some that it's already promising, even if it's lowest level, you already know that you have something at least. There are some that it's already there that you have something, even while studying. For example, someone who is coming as a nursing student, all you need to do is focus on your Finnish language skills while studying. Once you get B1 or B2 level of Finnish language, you can work as a student nurse and earn money. Someone that is coming in the education field and you're studying early childhood education, with your little level knowledge of Finnish, we have kindergartens that are like English kindergartens. So with that, you can already start subbing in daycares and getting money. Someone into business, I don't know what to say because that's a, like it's tricky here in Finland. That's the truth. Someone in the IT field, you can do freelance and stuff like that based on your previous experience in the field. So these are just few examples that I want to raise. If you're coming here, tread with caution. Tread with caution. So you are not just coming and you're studying a program where you can't pick up a job 2 years, 3 years after graduation. Excuse me. All right. So you want to make sure you are choosing the right career path. You're on the right path. All right. So I've talked about your status, married or married, kids or no kids. I've talked about financial matters. I'm talking about career pursuit. It's very important. And the next thing I want to talk about is make sure you already have at least your fees for the first year and maybe half your fees for the next year. Because if you move here, let's say in August, and by December you are still without job, how are you gonna pay? Yeah, because if you are with a part-time job, you can try to manage and save. And during Christmas holidays, you can work full time. During summer holidays, you can work full time as well. So at least if your fees is like 4,000 euros, I would say you can manage to raise it while working part time. But if you're having fees for 10,000 euros, I wonder, even people with full time jobs in Finland, coupled with their expenditures and everything, they are not able to save 10,000 euros a year. So this is a very delicate issue, all right, because moving as an international student to study, it's an investment, especially if you already have a family of your own. You are investing, you've saved money, so you want to invest in a place that will not give you more trouble. And for my people, if you're coming on loans, if you're borrowing money, it's risky, please. It's risky. I've talked about an international student who died in Finland because of stress and all the likes. The parents, they could not pay loans and everything. What they promised him, he came here and it was so difficult and stuff like that. So please, if you are dealing with loans, it's risky. It's risky. Now I want to talk about the path to permanent residence. The path to permanent residence in Finland now, as it is tricky. It is tricky. And until you get your permanent stay in Finland, it is very difficult to renew your permit, especially after your studies. When you're studying, it's not that much because now you don't have to renew every year. They give you your residence permit throughout the duration of your studies. But after your studies, you will need a job contract. You need to show your pay slip that you're earning money and every other thing to renew your residence permit. And if you don't have a befitting job that will earn, some reasonable amount of money, then that will be a problem. Now we have employers giving 6 months contracts, 3 months contract, and all whatnot. How will you cope? So that's why I'm talking about the field of studies. So if you have a field of studies where you can easily get a 1 year contract, it will be easy, or a continuous contract, or even permanent. It will be easy for you to deal with immigration matters. Now, some of you may still be wondering, why am I talking about kids and family? Imagine I move as an international student to come here and study, and I have a plan to go back, or to bring my family after my studies, okay? Now, we all know your proof of funds increase, okay? So you have one family member, there's an increase. Two family member, there's like times 2 increase. 3 family member, times 3 increase. And it's not a matter of they will just go and see that you have put money there. No. When you're already here, they are considering your earnings. So they are just looking at your salary. So for example, if you want to bring your wife, you have to earn at least 1,800 euros or 2,000 euros. They will make sure that for the past 6 months you've been earning this money. You've been consistent with your earnings. That's what I'm talking about. So after your graduation, you don't have a fixed or continuous work contract, and you are not able to earn up to that amount. You will be forced to do double jobs or 3 jobs in order for you to be able to earn that amount, and then bring your wife, and if you have kids, more money. So this 16 minutes or 17 minutes video will not do justice to all what I'm saying, but it will give you a glimpse of what it is here now in Finland. It will let you know that it's not that easy. And if you are determined, then you know how to go about it. You understand? So I I really just want to come and tell you guys, move to Finland. It's so easy. Oh wow, when you move, you are there. There are other things about Finland that are good, and I always talk about it here on my channel. Um, but we have to balance it. And I think these ones are very important. Okay. It's very important. If you move here with your family, your kids, it's good. Healthcare system is great, even though there's also there's so much going on at this, at this point. There are other health system talks that are going on that are not in favor of the mere citizens, people living here. So it's complicated, but you just have to be careful. If you are married with kids and you're moving to Finland, my single people, I think you stand a chance, because if your parents are sponsoring you and they are well to do, and then you can come here, you study, and if you feel like, oh, there's no way out, you can move to another country. You can look for another program in another country and move. You can start looking for jobs in another country. So that's why I'm more particular about families and also single people, because as a single person, you can just pack your bag and go somewhere else. But when you have kids, you have a wife, or you have kids, you have a husband, then you can't just make that decision. And remember, if you have kids, you are renewing for all your kids, you're renewing for your spouse. And if you don't have kids and then you move to Finland before having kids, you are renewing for your children. It's not easy, but it is possible. All right. Okay. I hope this information, like I said, is for those that have already made up their mind that they are coming next year, from next year. Okay. It's for you guys. Please sit down, watch this video, rewatch it, pause it, listen, go to Migris website. I'll leave the link. Check it out about all the immigration issues. Go to your potential university, check out the fees and everything and scholarships, and make sure you are informed before applying or before coming. All right, so all you have to do for me is to like this video, share it, so that more people will get this information while planning and going through their study in Finland journey. Okay, so I hope this was helpful to you. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Remember, don't be discouraged. There is a way out. Okay, see you next time.